Hi and welcome to today's daily reading, which is for the 6th of September. And 6th of September's reading is coming from Wrinkles Don't Hurt, Daily Meditations on the Joy of Aging Mindfully by Ruth Fishels, author of Time for Joy. And the illustrations are beautiful and by Bonnie van de Kamp. So Ruth is also the author of Time for Hope, which is her new book, Time for Me and Time for Peace, which I often read from. So today is the 6th of September and starts with a Welsh proverb. Perfect love sometimes does not come until the first grandchild. At a recent visit to my physical therapist, a woman was having treatment for a tear in her shoulder, and she was in a lot of pain. We began talking, and she said sarcastically, "Yup, the joy of aging." And I had to laugh, as I was in the process of writing this book. I asked her what she did to find joy in aging, and she answered her grandchildren. She has 7 grandchildren and has a wonderful time with them, always looking forward to seeing them, as well as they looking forward to seeing her. If you don't have grandchildren yet, you can certainly look forward to them. And if you don't have any and might not have any, there are so many other ways you can find joy in aging. T. Berry Brazelton said, a grandchild is a miracle, but a renewed relationship with your own children is an even greater one. If you don't have grandchildren, you can find great joy in friendships, volunteering, or learning something new. You could help at school, at children's camps, or babysit. There are so many ways to find joy in aging today. I pray I keep a positive attitude. And then there's a lovely little picture here, giving love. So grandparent giving love to the grandchild, I would presume. Well, I don't have grandchildren. I have 3 adult children, and I don't have grandchildren. And that might come with a ... yet or not. I don't know if I'm going to be blessed by grandchildren, but I can see how they would bring joy. And I know that my own children brought great joy to their grandparents. My mum, loved to be around them, even though she was grumpy, but she was an old grumpy person. But I know that through that grumpiness, she loved when they would visit. She just cherished that time. And when she would come to us for birthdays and Christmas, I know that she really appreciated that time that she spent with her grandchildren, but also the time that she spent with myself and my sister and brother, with our children, that she had this renewed relationship with us as adults with our own children that she didn't have with us when we were children. I know lots of grandparents, or I've heard grandmothers, especially that I know, talk about the joy of their grandchildren because they can spoil them and then give them back. It's a very different relationship, I think, between a grandparent and a grandchild than it is between a parent and a child, because we don't have that same responsibility that we have as parents. The parent-child relationship can be a bit fraught because there's all the learning that a parent has to do about being a parent. And then by the time I think that you get a grandparent, you learned all that. You learned it with your own children. You maybe think about the mistakes that you think you made with your own children, and you can change that with your grandchildren. You can choose to be different, but you also don't have to be the person who instills all the discipline and morals and all that kind of stuff. Yes, you can help enforce them, as the parents wish, so your children are the guardians of their children. You had it for your own children, but you now have to understand that you are, you're not the grandchild's parent, that you are the grandmother, grandfather, whatever. Although I suppose sometimes, the grandparents do end up as carers for their grandchildren. And I suppose that in this modern time, when that seems to be more common, that both parents are out working and grandparents are looking after children, I think the waters can be a bit muddy, and I guess we have to watch that. But anyway, this reading was about the joys of grandchildren. And if you have them, enjoy them. If you don't have them, then you can find joy in something else, maybe someone else's grandchildren. Alrighty, namaste, loved you all. Bye now, bye. I don't think you were